Talking sports. How about the Knicks? Oh, yeah, that's awesome, right? That's awesome. Poof. 6-point lead with 25.4 seconds left. Last minute of play, OG misses a free throw. Hart misses a free throw. Maxey hit one, from 34 feet. And I was just talking to Bill. Bill brought up a good point that, Brunson tries to do too much. The ISO, you got guys who are athletic, can get things done, move around, and he's holding the ball too goddamn much. He even brought up Randall, like a Randall thing where he holds the ball too much. And I don't disagree. And I know other guys aren't shooting, and you lost Bogdanovich, and Dante's not really starting, and you got to maybe bring Burks in, and I don't know if Burks is the answer on that front. I don't know. What's up, Josh? You have a very small rotation. Rob said they were exhausted. Bill said they were exhausted at the end of the game. You could tell the shots they were taking, the free throws, they were exhausted. He's playing a really short rotation. The guys are playing a lot of minutes. You had Embiid, who had more turnovers, 9, than shots made, 7. Nick's Muse had a thing that for the amount of times that he drives, which is double Maxey Brunson, he gets half the free throws he should be getting. Brunson had a bad turnover in overtime, but I'll tell you, even after you get the 3 to make it 97 all, they had time left, and Brunson has the ball. He goes to a bad angle, tries to get a layup. Batum, whatever his name is, gets a rejection. I didn't think that was a good setup. And, that's a time when, they're going to cover it. They're going to cover him. Someone's open and let him take the shot. Hey, they're missing him. Rob said, remember against the Spurs and they went on a cold shooting spree, that it could happen again now? Listen, they could lose the next 2 games. And then this whole season goes up in a pile of shit, which could happen. Will it happen? I don't know. I mean, they got to go down to Philly. And, listen, I before I forget, I have to give props to Benjamin. Benjamin is Lucy Gray's and Ben's son. I think he's 12 now. He said, Bobby Portis, he's going to have a game today. I said, shut the fuck up about Bobby Portis, Benjamin. Come on, what are you talking about? Career high 29 points last night. 29. And the Pacers showed when you hold them under 110, they don't win ever. They're up 3-2 going back to Indiana. And what did I see? I saw, and they have great stats. And I know one of my buddies is like, too many goddamn stats sometimes. But this I thought was kind of interesting. That, wild but true, with Giannis and Dame Lillard out, the Bucks became the first team ever to win a playoff game without their top 2 scorers from the regular season. What's up there, Kev? What's up? How you doing, dude? And so that's the first team to win a playoff game without their top 2 scorers out. Patrick Beverly had 13 points, 12 rebounds. You had 115-92. Pacers started great, fell apart, scoring just 61 points across the final 3 quarters. Middleton, last 3 games, 32 points, 11 rebounds, 5 assists, 48 from the field, 40 from 3, 87 from the line. Leads the Bucks in points and rebounds. And Portis, 29, a playoff career high, 10 rebounds, 14 to 24 from the field. That's another team. Now, no matter who wins, Monday night, it's either going to be at New York or at the Pacers. That's who it's going to be. Monday night, second round. Can the Knicks, and Thursday night at 9 o'clock at night, 9 p.m., why? Why is that game 9 o'clock at night? And that's Bill brought up a great point. He said they were trying to cover the perimeter so that they couldn't hit the threes. Well, drive on them. Embiid's knees are screwed up. They don't have a lot of guys that are playing great defense. Maxey was shooting out of his mind. Drive. They live and die with the 3 in the NBA sometimes. You know what? You see the weakness. They're playing the perimeter. Go and drive. And Knicks weren't hitting shit. And the 3, and there were so many times they took a 3 when, they could have thrown it in, taken a little time, come down. They have momentum. Immediately put a shot up, miss a 3. Because, you want to get that momentum going. But, when you miss and it's not going, 96-60, it should be over. It should be over. You got to make foul shots and everything. They did not. Not a good day for the Knicks. Achua didn't play, right? Achua didn't play a minute last night. Josh was talking about that. He was pissed off about that. No Achua last night. Not good, guys. Not good. Yeah, I was not happy about that. Now, I'm going to be all over the place. I don't have a lot of time today. and I want to get to some stuff. I love what PBM said to me. He said, the Knicks lost in Islander fashion. And I saw PBM, I said, that is a great take. We lost in Islander fashion. Islanders last night, 3-1, get it to 3-3, and lose 6-3. And Angus and his Jets, who had 110 points in the regular season, second best in the West, win game 1 and lose 4 in a row. They give up 5 goals in all 5 games of the Avalanche. They lose 4 in a row, and they are done. Done. And the Canucks, when they don't score the first 2 periods, are now 1-6-1. They're up 1-0. They lost 2-1 at home to Nashville. They're up 3-2. I mean, I guess we'll see. So that really was like, but I am so pissed the Winnipeg Jets. I thought they were going to go on a run this year. They are not. And that's the end of them. Avalanche they just find a way. Rantanen had 2 goals. He'd been in a little bit of a slump. Like a shooter. You want to shoot out of the slump. And, you keep playing your guys. I mean, they're slumping. Hey, Yankees have now lost 2 in a row to the Orioles. They had a man on. Judge struck out. I saw Soto rock one. He hit a nice home run. Wells hit a home run. Yankees lost 4-2. The Mets, G.J. Stewart, they had hot dog night. They sold over 40,000 hot dogs. What it was, $1 hot dog night or something like that? They won 4-2 last night. And Manea again pitched well, but did not get the win. He went 5 innings. So the Mets got the win. They're now 500 again? What are the Mets right now? And the Mets and Yankees playing tonight. My Schadenfreude, that's my friend Frank. What is that how you say it? Schadenfreude? Schadenfreude? He loves that and they won last night, but the Yankees are now 19-11, right? Yankees are 19-11, and the Astros, even to win last night, are 10-20. He goes, karma's a bitch. Karma's a bitch. He's very happy about that. And I said, Lanker, enjoy it. Yeah, Yankees are 19-12, and the Astros are in last place in the AL West, 10-19. I saw Trout got a meniscus tear against the Phillies last night. Now he's going to be out. 220, 10 home runs, leads the AL, and 14 RBIs. I think that's what I saw, 220. So now Trout again is out for a considerable time. He'll be back, but who knows when he'll be back. Trout he just can't stay out. Hey, look at this. The Phillies are the only 20-win team in the National League, and they are a half game behind Atlanta. Brewers are 18-11. They got the new manager from, the Cubs got the new man. And the Cubs are behind the Brewers. Well, who's the Cubs manager again? Cubs manager, yeah. So the Cubs are, no, that's not what I want. Yeah, I was looking at, guys, I love when my hands get all screwed up. Yeah, the Cubs have the old Brewers manager, whose name escapes me right now. Maybe one of you guys can help me out with that. But Josh usually has the names of everybody, and I'm blanking on his name of the Cubs manager. Reds are even over 500. Dodgers are 19-13. I was looking at the Mets are 15-14. Yes, 15-14. All right, hey, they're in 3rd place. Gotta like that. The Yankees are a game behind the Orioles. Red Sox are over 500, and Blue Jays every year. Guardians are 19-10. That's who I'm seeing play tomorrow against the Royals. And Mariners are 17-13. And the Mariners won again last night against Mariners are playing the Astros this weekend. All right. They play the Braves afternoon game today, and they beat the Braves yesterday. And who's playing today? Do we have day baseball today? We do Yankees Orioles at 6:35, Mets Cubs tonight, Heat Celtics, Mavericks Clippers. I'll be landing at that time. I'll watch some of the Mavericks Clippers game. And the Cavs Magic are Friday. Yeah, Magic. Cavs, Mobley got a block at the end, which was very nice to preserve that win. 104-103. They said that was the first time they scored 100 points post LeBron leaving, which I thought was like, wow, that's pretty crazy that they haven't done that. You got Golden Knights Stars tonight. Golden Knights, they're both tied at 2, and the Oilers are up 3-1 on the Kings. They should close that out tonight. Will they? I don't know. Yes, we shall see. Yes. Yankees, who's pitching tonight for the Yankees? Heel. Luis Heel is going against Corbin Burns, who's 3-0. And the Mets tonight is Jose Butto for Shota Imanaga, who is 4-0 with a 0.98 ERA. I guess he's pitching kind of well for them. Yeah. And yesterday, Well, I think he only went 5 innings, but they've been 11-0 when their starting pitchers for the Cubs went 5.1 innings. So he only went 5 yesterday. So that doesn't, the streak continues. When the guys pitch well, they usually get the job done. So that's a good thing. Yes. A very good thing. Yes. And Cougars, how about this? Houston Cougars going to push back. They're going to use Oilers-inspired unis despite legal threats from NFL. Good for them. Fuck the NFL. Fuck, it's enough already of that shit. Yeah, I mean, it's like enough. I come on. Yeah, just too much. Just do what you want to do. So the owner of Dilworth Neighborhood Grill, what's up, Lawsy? With the owner of the Panthers, I guess they trolled, who seems like a lunatic. The owner of there's something, he gets all pissed off. David Tepper, the restaurant, with a hats off sign after viral video. They poke fun at the owner after visiting the establishment prior to the 2024 draft. They had a sign that said hats off to the new Panthers in reference to an encounter Tepper had with the restaurant staff. He saw a sign at the restaurant last week that said, please let the coach and GM pick this year, prompting him to stop and have a discussion about it. And at the start of the video, Tepper is seen removing a hat from the host head, and the new hats off sign is a clear nod to the encounter. Why would he take the hat off of the person? Wow. It was friendly. Tepper was friendly with the staff. He's been known since 2018. The rumors telling reporters, that taking was a choice shared. Just the way our process goes here, I'll just answer this, with him taking Bryce Young and everything, yeah. Hey, they got the first round. They got Xavier Leggett from South Carolina, wide receiver. I guess we'll see what happens going forward, but hats off to him. I mean, I thought that was pretty funny. Now, I sent something to PBM about, there was a lot of talk about, he said that the taking of Michael Penix Jr. was not a good thing. Well, he sent me one of his hot takes. And Michael Penix, not Kirk Cousins, should be more furious at Falcons, Joe Klatt said, because he said, that the thing with him is that Penix is case to be more aggrieved party under the circumstances. He said he was on the Rich Eisen. So this is what he said. Hey, what's up, Tommy? He said, I waited all the time. I had all these injuries. I got myself to Washington and I had all these 2 amazing years. I'm an older guy. What's more valuable in the NFL? Being drafted in the top 10 or getting a second contract? Getting a second contract. How does Michael Penix get on the field to prove that he's ready for a second contract? Now, when's his second contract going to be? That's a thing. So he gets drafted. You got a guy in. You have you paid all this money to Cousins, and he said, if I was Penix, he said I'd be hesitant to sign so quickly. I don't know how quickly he would force the issue, but I want to play. I'm so thankful I'm in the top 10. But what in the world? He said. But he said Penix has plenty to be excited to be with the Falcons. He was introduced to the media. He said him and Cousins talked before the draft. He didn't reveal the substance of the conversation, but felt it was very positive. But yeah, I mean, listen, if he doesn't play, he doesn't, and then, it's not the first contract. You want to get that second and hopefully a third contract. So hopefully that'll lead to stuff. But, we shall see. I thought that was kind of interesting. So that's why I saw that and I was like, well, I got to talk about that today because I thought that was really interesting. And the Cubs manager, I'm blanking on his name. Cubs manager is Craig Counsell. And they're behind the Brewers now. And who sent that to me? Oh, Josh sent me. There was a fight between the Brewers, and it was more like slapping. I think they should be fighting to the hockey, hockey. That's where fights should, not on baseball field. They were basically slapping. So they were joining each other. Brewers, it was 8-2 score. Willie Adams, home run and 4 RBIs, but was ejected. Milwaukee pitcher Freddie Peralta was ejected for rating Rays center fielder Jose Siri. 2 innings later, Siri had a ground out with Abner Uribe on the mound. They exchanged words. It wasn't really fists. It was more like a slapping. It was kind of it really wasn't fighting. But, both benches cleared. And there's probably going to be some big fines on that one. But I thought that was kind of interesting. So I saw that and I was like, yeah. So Josh said, but I really feel like that should be saved for hockey fights. That's just my opinion. I think Tommy would agree on that. I know everybody's all upset about the Knicks, but hey, you can't do anything about it. Toothpaste out of the tube. It happened. It's over. Let's move on, right? I mean, I feel like, what are we going to do? Lost the game, and that's the end of that. And I think this is for HTJ because he loves hypotheticals. Arguing sports hypotheticals. I saw this on PFT commenter on Twitter. Arguing sports hypotheticals is how men use our imaginations in our adult lives. I don't disagree with that. Yeah, the hypotheticals, because we were talking today, Rob and I, about, LeBron. He's going to want out of LA. Could he come to the Knicks? Rob thinks he could be a number 2. Yeah, baseball fights are a joke. Tommy, they're a total joke. And could he come to the Knicks? I'm like, I really just want to get to Game 6. But I hear what he's saying. He's going to go somewhere. I mean, he's going somewhere else. And it doesn't sound like he's tied in with Bronny. I don't think Bronny's going to be drafted anyway, but I'm kind of curious what's going to happen on that front. But yeah, everybody's talking hypotheticals. Where's he going to end up? Why not come to New York? He loves playing at the Garden. Why not come here and do it? Luke Hughes is named a Calder Trophy finalist this week. Good for him. I wish him well. Oh, Bo Nix. They believe he's game ready, taking over. No one had him as a first-round grade. They said if Payton can make Nix into a guy who can take the Broncos deep into the playoffs, then that'll be his greatest coaching job ever. Willie, I don't know. The guy's married. He's 24 years old. Started 61 football games in college. That's a lot of college football games. Played at 2 different schools. I thought he did better at Oregon, but I always, I think he's accurate, but there's something missing in his game, which, I think he's an older quarterback, and maybe he doesn't have, they said his arm isn't as strong. I mean, I guess we're going to see what happens going forward. I mean, he's taking over for Russell Wilson. He's younger at least. And Sean Payton thinks he can do anything. So I guess we'll see if he can get it done here. Time will tell. Yeah. Okay, this is what Nick Muse sent. Jalen Brunson shot 9 free throws last night. Is averaging 27.8 drives per game this playoffs. Maxey shot 8 last night. Is averaging 14.6. So that means he should have 2 times as many free throws. He did not. And I think every time that Embiid goes into the lane, he kind of stops, does a bunch of steps. I don't know how he doesn't get called. I think all the guys. I think OG got a layup where he looked like he was ice skating. And I feel like they don't call it traveling anymore. They let these guys do whatever the fuck they want. And I feel like these guys are constantly traveling, like nonstop throughout the game. That's me. Now, 10 wide receivers were selected in the first 37 picks of the 2024 NFL Draft. Tommy Jaggy wrote, the Steelers were able to draft running wide receiver Roman Wilson out of Michigan at pick 84. I think he's going to be a good player. I love that Houston is going back to the alternate blue uniform. Yeah, fuck him. Fuck him. So Rod Black was at his son Tyler Black's game last night, Tyler Black last night for the Brewers had his first 2. He was in the stands. He's a former announcer on Canadian television for like 31 years. And his son got his first 2 major league hits. And he called one of them in the stands, which I mean, it's got to be pretty cool when your kid's up there. He went to Wright State. He's a Canadian baseball player. I thought that was real. Oh, yeah, today's the first day. Goddamn. It's May 1st, folks. May 1st. Let me see. Did he have... And Tyler Black had just called up. He went 2 for 4. First game. And he called one of his hits, which is, I thought, really cool. I saw that. I was like, that is solid. That's beautiful. I thought that was great. Yeah. I imagine your son, he's in the stands. Hey, there's my son hitting. Yeah, from the stands. He got pretty emotional. How about Maxey last night? 46 points, 9 assists, 5 rebounds, 17 of 30, 7 for 12 from 3. Maxey and Embiid are the first duo in NBA history to each record a 45-point game in the same playoff series. Embiid had 50 in Game 3. Thank you, Justin Kubatko, for that one. Yeah, Kansas is not going through. They're trying to lower some Kansas lawmakers see a chance to lower Kansas City's 2 biggest professional sports teams across the Missouri border. But a effort to help the Super Bowl champion Chiefs and Royals finance new stadiums in the state fizzled over concerns about how much it might look to taxpayers, which I'm finally, dude, you got this stuff's getting out of control. The Bills' biggest champions, Kansas House Commerce Committee's chair, Sean Tarwater, a Kansas City area Republican, said supporters want to give the two professional sports teams another option should they contemplate leaving KC, which he said would be devastating. Huge to Kansas and Missouri. Yes, you miss 100% of the shots you don't take. We need them to stay. Yes, they have to stay in the area. That would be terrible. I don't think it's going to happen. And I love that Jon Stewart said, I'm getting too old for this shit. I just thought it was awesome. I thought that was great. I was like, yeah, I'm getting too old for this shit. Yeah. There's a new first trailer for Lee. What movie is this? Andy Samberg's in a new movie? September 27th? A Sky original film with Andy Samberg? It looks like a World War I movie. Andy Samberg in a World War I, because he's playing a serious part? Well, that looks interesting. With Kate Winslet? Yeah. That looks interesting, to say the least. I think Kate Winslet is a hell of an actress. Hell of an actress. Oh, when I'm on the plane today, I downloaded, much to my dismay, Roadhouse, the remake, which should have never been remade. But I'm like, you know what? I might give it a shot. I'm not sure. I also did the Sydney Sweeney because, you know what? God bless her. She is blessed. She is gifted, and she shows it off. God bless her. And I am a breast man. I've always been a breast man. I love boobs. I do. I'm going to watch something with boobs in it. I am. You know what was on today, too, I was watching? Was the, American Werewolf in London, which was amazing. Amazing. Yeah, she's very blessed. Tommy, she's very blessed. Great movie. I hadn't seen it in a long time. I watched the last half hour. I did a quick workout today. I'll tell you, running today really sucked. I walked up 7 flights of stairs and my knees were like, dude, JD, it's not happening today. You're a little messy. You're hurting. You're hurting a lot there, folks. The knees are a little beat up. Not gonna lie to you. Feeling double nickel. I felt the double nickels today. I felt it something fierce. Whew. Yeah, can't believe the Knicks. You know what? Hey, it happens. And you know what's interesting? You know, they said, well, the Knicks got, the game 2? Was it game 2 or game 3? No, game 2. They stole that one, game 2, and now game 5 got stolen from them. So I guess the Sixers and Knicks are even? Would we say they're now both even? Right? I love that. I love that. I love that rationale on that front. Yes. Yeah, they were the first team in NBA history per Stat Mamba that a team hit a shot to go up 6 points with 30 seconds left and wanted to lose the game. And lost the game. Yeah, that sucks. That really sucks, huh? And they got a 4-point play too. Right? Didn't they get a 4-point play? It was 96, 90. Then they got the 4-point play. Then it was the free throw, 97, 94. Yeah, the 3-point play. Yeah, Brunson at 40. Hart at 18. Anunoby at 17. Maxey at 46. Embiid, 19 points, 16 rebounds, 10 assists, 9 turnovers, 4 blocks and a steal. Dante had 9, 3 for 10, 1 for 7. McBride, 14 off the bench. And I said OG and Hart missed free throws in the last minute. Yeah, Josh Hart said, they asked Josh Hart on the missed free throw at the end. I know what the situation is, and I got to take it on the chin. It won't happen again. It could. Thank you, Fred Catch, for that one. OG Anunoby said, that's on us. We got to execute better. We'll be better. Robinson was asked as a follow-up to this about what he can do better next game. He answered with 4 words. Don't foul his ass. He said on the late foul on Tyrese Maxey, I'll just take it like a man. I fucked up. I mean, shit. Got to be better next game. Fuck shit, all that stuff. You got to be better. Yeah. Missed free throw and 4-point. The 4-point play was on back-to-back possessions. Yeah, listen, it happens. It's killer. I mean, yeah, Alex Sturm said, are we even now? Both teams got one. I mean, you have Embiid make 7 baskets, 9 turnovers, and they still win the game. I still think he travels all the time. Jeff Eisenband said the Knicks and Sixers now each stolen a game this series. Neither had any right winning. A true wide range of emotions for both fan bases. The best and most gut-wrenching first-round drama. I don't disagree. The only players in 76ers history to score 45-plus points when facing elimination. Wilt Chamberlain and Tyrese Maxey. And Nick Nurse supposedly broke or sprained his his hands, slamming his hand in frustration during Game 5. Dude, I've done that plenty of times. I've gotten pissed off and done that stuff. And the last three players were the 15, 15, 10. Well, they didn't have 5 blocks. So it was Duncan, Robinson, and Embiid only had 4. That's what I read. So when Embiid was on after 3 quarters, Embiid, they were +4 when he was playing, -5 when he was on the bench. I don't think they were going to miss too much. And Embiid, I love this. Playing at MSG. It's not hostile. I love New York. New York is my favorite scene in the world. I've been placed here for the past 5 years, so I just love New York. And then the fans, when you play against the team, they're always going to pick that guy, and they seem to have picked me, which is fine. I love it. If I got to be the punching bag and hear a lot of fuck MB, that's okay. I love it. I wish I was myself. It usually gets me going in those situations because you want to put yourself in those situations and kind of shut them up. But I think as long as you keep it to basketball, man, that they've been doing a great job just supporting their team. They've been amazing. You can see it. I mean, that's why they're the Knicks. They get hyped about everything, and they're doing a fantastic job. Christian Winfield. Translation, I'm sorry for hurting people. I'm going to backtrack now because I actually want to play, in Philly if we lose this series. Yeah. But everybody listen, the fans here kind of, and there were a couple Sixer fans, but I should be New York South on Thursday night. And, the fans are, and I love Marbury. I saw this. He said, look, at the end of the day, we got 2 more shots. We in a really good position. This is a tough loss. Philly came out and did what they were supposed to do on the road. We didn't handle the business like we were supposed to. Free throws, turnovers, rebounds. Those are the things that hurt us. We can go back and we can look at the film. We can see where we made our mistakes. Maxey, you played a hell of a game, which you did. You have to take your cap off, which you do. So we regroup. We can't get too high. We can't get too low. We got to stay in the middle. At the end of the day, we got 2 more shots. We got 2 more shots. That's a great position to be in, plus home court advantage. I mean, think about that, too. All the Knicks fans out there, they feel your cheers. They hear you, baby. I know you're a little down right now, but don't get down. Stay up. Stay locked in. Stay motivated. All right. I mean, he wasn't saying it. I mean, listen, they were tired. And, listen, Brunson thought he was going one direction. The pass to Hardenstein, he was going another direction. And, you can do this when you make the threes and everything. He was doing that. Brunson, well, you also have to look at, when you, and listen, mistakes are made. Guys, but you can't blow a 6-point lead with 25 seconds left. You can't. And, you got to make free throws. I'm not saying you're going to hit them all, but at the end of the game, those are pressure free throws. And it's a 4-point game is a huge difference than a 3-point game. And Maxey came down and, he did the smart, he just came down and said, I'm going to let it rip. Yeah, and what's his name? Cameron Payne. He has a weird shooting. It's like he's going back, and it looks like he's shot putting the ball. He had a couple big threes. But Dante has been off pretty much the whole entire series. This is the guy, led the team, set a Knicks record for 3-pointers made. And when he's hitting, and he's had some 30, 40-point games this year, he's been hot. Well, it has not translated to the playoffs. But this is the thing too. You need McBride for his defense, and these guys are playing their asses off. I really feel like the 2 guys you got to worry about are Embiid and Maxey. But you got 19 points from Tobias Harris last night, and guys stepped up. And the Knicks, I mean, Brunson takes a lot of shots. I agree with Bill. Sometimes he holds the ball too much. He does the ISO. You got to get the ball. The ball's got to be moving. Guys got to be. And you know what? You got to give. If the guy's open, give him the shot because eventually he's going to make it. You got to. He can't keep holding the ball, and then you're setting yourself up where you're rushing a shot at the end. I think he holds on the ball too much. I know he's their guy, but I thought there was a lot of instances last night where they kind of got out of a rhythm. I thought the game was put away. A lot of guys were saying it. And Rob goes, hey, game over. And Rob says, it's you don't play for the team. It's not your fault. You know what? Hey, if you're going to talk the talk, you got to walk the walk. If you're going to say the game's over and it's not, that's why you don't say anything till the fat lady sings. And it wasn't over. Though Josh did say in overtime, it's over. And it was over at that point. But, they had shots. He got hit in the face. And he made 1 or 2 free throws. They got the ball back. They didn't hit the shot. Again, a lot of threes. The 3, they love the 3. I know 3 is better than 2, but it's not better than 2 when you're not making threes and you're not making shots. And again, the Knicks should have won. They didn't win. And now we got to go back to Philly. And it could go back to New York. And it could just go on and on and on. We'll see. Time will tell, right, folks? Time will tell. Yeah, Cavs won. Yeah, Mobley, great on Franz Wagner. Great block, and they got the win. Yeah, Banchero hit a 3 at the buzzer, but they lost 104-103, so he hit a 3. See, that's the thing. You hit your free throws, and the 3 doesn't matter. 3 doesn't matter. For the first time since 2005, the second round of the NBA playoffs, Morning Blitz, I said this already, will feature LeBron James, Kevin Durant, or Stephen Curry. First time. No KD, no LeBron, no Steph. And I remember, I thought I'd said it yesterday, but sometimes I like confirm things. Porzingis expected to miss several games after MRI results confirmed he suffered a right calf strain in Game 4 against the Heat. That's a loss, folks. That's a loss. We'll see what happens going forward. I did talk about John L. Davis for FAU. He wanted to go into the draft, but Arkansas offered him a lucrative NIL deal north over $1 million per source. So he's going to play for Coach Cal at Arkansas. He was the number one recruit in the transfer portal. So Davis is going to Arkansas. Yeah, Yankees had 5 hits. They lost. The Mets won. Oh, and thank Gumbo Chef. They're looking for Mr. and Mrs. Met. I don't know if I want to do... I thought about it. I don't know if I really want to be a mascot at this. But, I mean, I might apply for it, see what happens. I might. I just don't know if that's what I really want to do. And did you see there was a delay at the D-backs game? A bee colony forming on the protective netting behind home plate, so nobody was sitting there. They were set to host the Dodgers. A swarm of bees were discovered. The bees had set up shop atop the protective netting directly behind home plate, causing havoc for players and fans alike. One foul ball could have angered the swarm and endangered fans. Matt Hilton, a guy you've never heard of, was 20 miles away at his son's T-ball game. He got the call. He's a resident beekeeper at Blue Sky Pest Control. Drove straight to Chase Field. He got a standing ovation. Bonnie Tyler's holding out for a hero, which is great. Holding out for... Playing over the loudspeaker, which I think is just... You know what? I think I sent that to the guys, and no one really looked at it, did I? Yeah, you can catch more bees with a vacuum hose than you do with honey, which I think's hilarious. That was hilarious. And I think I sent a second one. Oh, Tracy Morgan and Ben Stiller. Look at the way... It looks like Ben Stiller is seething at Maxey. Like seething, like his teeth are gritting. More so than Tracy Morgan, but he looks pissed. Ben Stiller looks really furious. And he has kids and a wife. Don't you think they want to go to the game with him? He's a fan. First of all, he's like 4'0". So come on, let's be honest here. I mean, honestly, that's... Yeah. Yeah, I think I sent a bunch of stuff to the guys, and I think they were so upset about the game afterwards that they didn't say anything to me. But I was like, yeah, how about that? They played that song. Oh, I love that song. And they went on a walk-off. Believe it. That was kind of crazy. How about the Mariners starters last 18 games? 18 earned runs and 18 starts. That's crazy. Crazy. Yes, leave fighting to the hockey players, right, Tommy? Trout suffered a torn meniscus in his left knee during Monday's win. 220, 10 home runs, 14 RBIs. Now, I saw this about Ohtani. I must have missed this yesterday. The series of $500,000 payments Ippei Mizuhara sent from Shohei Ohtani's bank account to an illegal bookmaking operation were forwarded to California and Las Vegas casinos, where the money was deposited in gambling accounts, converted to playing chips, and later cashed out to pay the bookie. Multiple sources with direct knowledge. This sounds like an elaborate plan. He was accused of stealing $16 million. Matthew Boyer, the California bookmaker who took Mizuhara's bets, was a frequent customer at Las Vegas Casino Resorts World. He paid his losses to Bowers Associate to forward the money to his own marker accounts at Resorts World and Pecha. I think it's Pachanga Resort Casino in Southern California. The men then withdrew chips from the marker account, gambled with them, and if they won, cashed out. So Boyer, 49, lost $7.9 million to Resorts World from June 2022 through October 2023, which seems like, according to multiple sources, that's a shitload of money. His house was raided by federal agents October 5th. He was dubbed the known bookmaker and banned from entering casinos throughout the U.S., according to sources with direct knowledge of the ban. Neither Boyer nor his associate has been named in any indictment unsealed to date. They said Resorts World is at the center of what federal authorities described in an affidavit as an investigation to illegal sports bookmaking bookmaking organization operations in Southern California and the laundering of the proceeds of those operations through casinos in Las Vegas. 12 people have been charged, and 2 Vegas casinos have agreed to pay fines. Wow, that's crazy. Yeah, and Resorts World opened its doors to the public in 2021. And under the leadership of Scott Sabella, who was MGM Grand's president from 2011 until he left for Resorts World in 2019. Sabella pleaded guilty to charges that as president of MGM Grand, he failed to file suspicious activity reports from another Southern California bookie, Wayne Nix, who's a former minor league baseball player, who's awaiting sentencing after pleading guilty to operating an illegal gambling business and filing a false tax return. His clients include NBA legend Scottie Pippen, former MLB All-Star Yasiel Puig. Puig, I thought, was being blackmailed, I thought. And Maverick Carter, the longtime friend and business manager of NBA superstar LeBron James. I don't know if I will be associated with a guy like Knicks. I don't think so. How do you lose $7.9 million in a year? When do you say no? I guess you just keep playing. I guess you just keep playing. I just stunned at that shit. Yeah, Minnesota beat the White Sox 6-5. Twins are the hottest team in baseball. White Sox are not. White Sox are 6-24. The Twins are 16-13. They're 10.5 games back for 4th place in the AL Central. Wow. Red Sox beat the Giants 7-3 the last 10. San Francisco 14-16. They've lost 5 in a row. Yeah, and Isles gave up 2 goals in 8 seconds. You're not going to win too many games like that. How about the Leafs? No Austin Matthews. Their most recent playoff OT win in Boston took place Game 2, 1972 quarterfinal series. 1972, guys. 1972. And he had assisted last night. Mitch Marner has 65 points in 55 career games without Austin Matthews in the lineup. And Matthew Nyes had the game winner with 2:26 into overtime. Hey, what's up there, Bumbles? Yeah, Islanders suck. The Hurricanes have not entered a series without home ice advantage since the first round in 2020 against the Bruins. Since then, they've played 8 consecutive series with home ice advantage. Thank you, stat boy Steven. Except this year, that will not be the case. I don't know when the series is starting. That's why I keep on checking. But they played 3 times this year. And Mika had 1 goal, 6 assists in the first round against the Caps. Trocheck, 3 goals, 3 assists. Panarin and Chris Kreider had 2 goals and an assist. Igor went 4-0 with a 1.75 goals against average, 931 save percentage. As I said, they went 2-1 against the Canes during the regular season. He had a shutout against them. Seth Jarvis had 3 goals, 4 assists to lead the Hurricanes against the Islanders. I guess we're going to see what happens. They played twice in the playoffs, the Canes and the Rangers. Rangers beat the Canes second round 2022, 7 games. And the Hurricanes swept the Rangers in best of 5 Stanley Cup qualifier in 2020. So, hey, what are you going to do? Yeah, I feel bad. 4th team, the Jets, in NHL history to allow 5 goals in 5 straight games to begin a postseason and lose. So Colorado's going to play the winner of the Vegas Dallas series. And Canucks lost. I talked about them. Talked about I talked about so much that I got through all my material. So that's time. Joe Willie's quiet. I don't know if Tommy wanted to come on. I really I packed, but I have to kind of get everything ready. Get it picked up at 3:00 to get to the airport because I don't want to hit all that traffic. Did I miss anything else of importance? I talked about the Knicks, which was disappointing. Kelsey wasn't going to hold out for a deal. The Broncos are not picking up Zach Wilson. Of course, come on. Are you kidding me? They're going to pick up Zach Wilson's option. Are you kidding me? RJ Davis is coming back to UNC. Tiger still plans 1 event a month with PGA Next. Oh, Carly Lloyd is pregnant with her first child. Congrats to him. GM very hopeful Stamkos will stay with Lightning. Wow, that's pretty impressive. Wow. Carly Lloyd having a child. I'm very impressed with that. Yeah. Everybody's very quiet today. Yeah. I didn't think I was going to do a show today. I said, you know what? I'm going to bring my stuff with me to Texas, and I want to do a quick show. I didn't know if you wanted to come on with me. Yeah, Knicks. Yeah, that one's going to hurt. Yeah. RJ Davis back. Carly Lloyd pregnant with her first child. Steiner sues Haas. Oh, Gunther Steiner's unpaid commission authorized. Oh, with his likeness. Oh, that's F1. Oh, hey, dude, do what you have to do. That was. Hey, Yankees 19-12. I'll take it. You know, would you take it? I'd take it. I would definitely take it. I would. Draymond Green gives his thoughts on what's next for LeBron. Yeah, Draymond Green's that's whose opinion I really want. I mean, that's the guy who I really want to hear. Yes, I know you're at work. Yes, everybody's at work. Yes, but always listening. Oh, Bron's quote on slow start. We couldn't hit the side of a fucking cow's ass from 3-point. Yeah, I guess so. Good afternoon. How you doing, Rob? Russell opt out in trade. A Russell opt-in trade would benefit everyone. Yeah, who wants him? I don't want him. I wouldn't want him on my team. Yeah, Dre reacts to Bucks win. I don't know what he's in Lakers future. Do I care? Oh, Gavin Wimsatt will transfer after Scarlet Knights named Athan Kaliamanis as starter. The kid from Minnesota. Penny Boone was the MAC Offensive Player of the Year last year at Toledo. Now he's going to UCF. Houston pushes back. I like that. Oh. Cards of Drew Petzing says rookie wide receiver will need to earn his stripes here for what? 1 hour? Are you kidding me? Come on, guys. Oh, Deion Slammer, Shadur's critics. Defense on after yesterday's viral tweet calling former teammate mid. Yeah, dude, you got to win some games. Oh, and Calipari sold his mansion for $4 million. Mitchell Robinson takes the blame for the loss. The whole team can take the blame for the loss. And Brendan Rice is very happy to be playing for Jim Harbaugh. 76ers Magic paying close attention to Paul George. Clips wary of giving Paul George a max deal. Devontae Adams praises Jordan Love. Does he want to get traded again? Browns eyeing taxpayer help. Team wants them to cover half the cost to build a $2.4 million dome or $1 billion renovation. Come on, guys. I mean, how much? Enough. All right. LaMelo Ball got a full back tattoo. Jesus Christ. That is a back tattoo. Wow. That is a serious. Wow. That is, I know some of the guys I know have a lot of ink, but that is serious ink. Wow. Holy shit. All right. Guys, I hate to do this, but I gotta go. So I got a good trivia question for today. I wish Saul was here to answer it because this concerns him. Can you tell me how many times LeBron James has been eliminated in the first round of the NBA playoffs? How many times has LeBron James been eliminated in the first round of the playoffs? Can you tell me? LeBron James, how many times has he been eliminated in the first round of the playoffs? Nope. Rob, more than once. Oh, thanks a lot there. Thanks a lot. Hey, guys, enjoy the game. I got to hang out with you guys. Yeah. I got to figure out. And I want to do a live show. We got to do a live show. We've been talking about it. Enough's enough. Like the band. So, no, it's not once. He's been eliminated not once. If he's not once, what would the number be? Come on. He's been in the 17 playoff appearances. He's only lost how many times in the first round? Twice. Yes. How many times? Oh, but this is interesting. Okay. For what it's worth, Michael Jordan was eliminated in the first round. How many times? How many times has Michael Jordan been eliminated in the first round? I saw this and I was like, holy shit. First round, not once, not twice, but 3 times a lady. And 2 years in a row, Celtics swept him in 86, 87. How about that? So I did that for Saul because Saul's like, he said, well, Jordan has been swept. 86 early in his career, but swept twice. And 3 times he lost in the first round. So LeBron twice. And the first round, Jordan 3 times. Jordan 6-0 in the finals. LeBron 4-6. We could have this argument over and over and over again. I'm sorry. I know everybody's busy working, and I do this show early. But I figured do a show instead of not doing a show. So I'm bringing my stuff. Hopefully Thursday night, I will do a live show after the game from Galveston, Texas, if you guys are interested, because I figure some of you guys will be up. So have a great day. Peace out, guys. Love you. Have a great day. Adios. Adios.